17th.
Yeah.
I guess that's,
Surgery.
yeah, all right. So, I mean, so then I don't remember who's on that weekend, but I won't look to switch to anything.
On the 17th, it's probably Elliot. Elliot swapped with us. We're up on the 10th.
Well, and I'll have his. It would have been a nice gig, but it'd be okay. It'd be okay with Elliot too.
Elliot's great. Yeah.
Unless you want to move it to the following week.
That's
I haven't told
That's
Mark.
Thanksgiving.
The following
Yeah.
week is Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Okay.
He offered me that for that, but I'm not here that weekend. It's Thanksgiving. Who's going to show up?
Yeah. I think there was a time. Did Rabbi once do it only on Zoom on Thanksgiving? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, sometimes she's done that. I mean, services doesn't expect a lot of people to show up.
Yeah, but somebody told me.
With their camper being on Zoom too.
Maybe Marcella told me that we do it at 6, and it's a real quick service.
Oh, so people can go home and have a
Well, it's after. Well, it's
second night Thanksgiving.
No, it's just that nobody comes. We do a real
Yeah,
quick
yeah.
service.
Eileen was famous for doing the Thanksgiving.
I'm going to be in Indiana that week. Well, this isn't a bad. I left to go into my office and it looked like a bear vodka, and this
There's a little better. Yeah.
I know where that's from.
Yeah.
It's from To Be or Not to Be. Hamlet's soliloquy from Shakespeare. Nice reference, by the way.
Well,
I've never heard someone pull that one out in my life.
No,
Who would, you know what follows it? Who would Fardels bears to grunt and sweat under a moon?
I've never used that phrase and somebody come back with a bigger quote.
Yeah.
It's a first for everything.
So start in a couple minutes.
Okay. Who would Fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a moon? It's from Hamlet's soliloquy. It follows like blah, 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 blah with a bear vodka. I think that's what it is. I'm trying to remember. I might have it wrong. So I haven't done Hamlet's soliloquy. And I memorized it in like elementary school for a play that didn't happen.
So we got a pretty good turnout lately.
We're okay.
Between Zoom and live.
It's not bad, the two together. But they'll start winking out of existence if we don't give them a show soon.
But we're going to start in a minute.
Yeah. So of course, the first 2 rows are empty.
Well, that's always the case. You know, I frequently harbored the fantasy of having a setup, and then if you had more than one custodian, just have the custodians take the first 2 rows.
That's right. They'll put up 2 surrogate. They're fake rows, and then they're cardboard. They just fold right down before it starts.
And have them all moved up.
Well, they're just immediately in the front row.
Why is somebody waiting?
No, we're good. I think they're just telling us.
I think actually I got to get some camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so anyway, but I guess we're not doing it now.
Oh, that was to have been the 10th?
Yeah, I told you it was something special. It was
Yeah, that was it?
It was a choir from a black church.
Oh, wow. Like gospel?
Yeah, and they wanted to know who our musical director was.
You know, Elliot would be perfect for that, actually. You know, he's sung in churches, he's sung that kind of stuff. He's been involved in so many different things. I think he'd be perfect for it.
What I was thinking of asking them to do is if whether they could do it.
Yeah, that's probably not bad. I see to bring that song back. Yeah. It's tough. It's hard. The Hebrew's hard.
Oh, that's right.
The Hebrew's hard, yeah. But it's not
I
impossible.
figure these are a lot more professional singers.
You know, I'm not sure that's necessarily true. I've met kids, that sang in church, and they just sang along with everyone else because. But if they're really that much better, Elliot will know.
Yeah. Anyway,
Elliot's the guy.
Oh yeah, Elliot's fine.
Oh yeah, he's the guy. In fact, he'd love to do a gig like that. He loves doing different things.
I'd love to see it myself, but I can't come here the day after surgery.
Well, I mean, you could. It's just you might not be in good shape. Like you might
I'll have a bag hanging off of me.
Well, that's step one. It's like getting you here, and then, not good. After my septoplasty, they straightened the thing in between the 2 nostrils. This was like 4 years ago. I had to hang out in the office. The first day, they had these packing in my nose. I couldn't breathe out of my nose. It's hard to become a mouth breather.
After the surgery, they did back to that.
Oh yeah, some drain stuff. So that's not nice.
Yeah, not pleasant to take out.
It's a day, or how long did they leave the catheter?
3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And they won't take it out on a weekend, so.
Is Is this similar to the surgery you had 6-8 months ago? Well, it'll give you some relief for a little while. But they're going to see
Well,
what's going
I
on.
don't think it's not painful. It's just that it's full of tumor.
What's the neoplasia? They're extra growth. Neoplasia.
Okay.
You're not cancerous, though, right?
So before we begin tonight, I guess the appropriate time to recite the prayer I want to recite, and you don't know what I'm talking about, but you will momentarily, during the Mishabera. But as you know, Hamas is holding some 220 Israeli prisoners hostage, and it's time that we begin to acknowledge them best we can. In fact, there's a national movement to do so. People are being asked to wear like blue ribbons in acknowledgement. And I had ordered 125 of such ribbons, but they haven't arrived yet. I hope they'll be here by next week. But meanwhile, so I've set that talit, and a talit above and a talit below, and there are two pieces of paper that house all the names of all the hostages. If you want, you might come up after the service and just read some of them. I'm going to read a few of those names during the Mishabera. So that's just to set a tone for the service. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
You know, I'm never happy with that. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
There we go. Okay, well, glad you're all here. And as I do with the kids every week, it's a thing I do to get them quiet. And if you're here, raise your hand. See, not everybody's raising their hand. Now I'm worried. And I'm insufficiently trained, I admit, and even after all this time here, to regularly acknowledge our friends on Zoom, of which there are many, right? There are almost as many somewhere in the universe zooming in as we are here. It's very nice. It adds up. You know, it always adds up in my head, not in my head, in actuality. It means we have a lot of people davening. That's always nice. Always a good thing. Yai lai 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 yai la lai 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 yai la lai lai yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai la lai 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 yai la lai 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 yai la lai 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 yai la lai 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 yai la lai 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 yai la lai 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 yai la lai yai la la lai yai la lai 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 lai. A little faster. Yai la lai lai yai la lai 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 yai la lai lai yai la lai 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 yai la lai 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 la lai 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 yai la lai 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 yai la lai 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 yai la lai yai la lai lai yai la lai yai la lai yai la lai 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 lai. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. 2, 3, 4. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Page 128. Yiddy,
Yedi nefesh av harachaman, Yedi nefesh av harachaman, Veshochadecha, Eretz Zorecha, Veshochadecha, Yalalalai, Eretz Zorecha, Yarutz Avdecha Kemo Hayam Yishtachaver Yalalai El Mul Hadarecha
Yarutz Avdecha Kemo Hayam
Yishtachaver Yalalai El Mul Hadarecha.
Betsy? Candle lighting, page 100.
Just tap it, just tap. Oh, you turned it off, you turned it off. Press and hold. Yeah, there you go. Carolee, maybe?
Asher Ilchanu B'mitzvotaha V'sivanu Leha Rikne Leha Shachah. Bueno,
Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu Ojavo shalom aleinu, Ojavo shalom aleinu, Ojavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam.
This is a song by Julie Silver. I once had the privilege of seeing her in person. She's one of this group of contemporary liberal Jewish singer-songwriters. She's very good. Her songs are good. She's even better in person.
Yeah, she was here once. She actually did a concert here
Oh, okay. How long ago?
a while ago.
Okay. She's older now, but she's still good.
Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. I will sing unto God a new song.
Page 138, Lecha Dodi. And let me remind you, as we get to the last verse, I pretty much all know this, customary to rise and face the door. And then as soon as we're done, please be seated.
Yeah. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela la la. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamo v'zachor b'dibur echad, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת וניחא הילה לה לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת שלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מכרם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה, לה 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 לה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, קומיצאי מתוך האפך, רב לשבת בעמק הבכה, והוא יגמול עלייך לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום, עצרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי כלה, בואי כלה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Page 140 together. A psalm, a song for Shabbat. It is good to praise Adonai, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak, your faithfulness at night. With a 10-stringed harp, with voice and lyre together, you have gladdened me by your deeds, Adonai. I shout for your handiwork. How great are your works, Adonai, how very subtle your designs. A brute cannot know, a fool cannot understand. The righteous bloom like a date palm. They thrive like the cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they flourish in the courts of our God. In old age, they still produce fruit. They are full of sap and freshness, attesting that Adonai is upright, my rock in whom there is no. Hatzi Kaddish 144.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה קירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעל מעלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן.
We praise the eternal God to whom our praise is due. We praise the eternal God to whom our praise is due now and forever. We are on page 146. Please rise.
Ya la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Baruchu et Adonai Hamevorach, Baruch Adonai Hamvorach, Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam, 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 Le'olam. Ya la 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 Ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la.
Please be seated. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the currents of day and night, day into night. As heaven spans into infinity, you set its course for all eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai, ha'ma'ariv ha'ravim. Ahavat Olam, page 150.
Sing along, you all know this. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amecha ahavta, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shokveinu u'vkumeinu nasiach b'chukecha v'nizmach b'divrei toratecha u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu Uvahem nege yomam v'layla, nege yomam v'layla. Ve'ahavatcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim. Baruch ata Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Ohev amo Yisrael.
Page 152, please rise. Hear, O Israel, the eternal our God, the eternal is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Carolee, please be seated.
Hey everyone, please join me. Yahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol lebavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha V'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shiftecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'mecha u'kshartam le'od al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'isharet leman tizkaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim le'Elohei ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem. Very good, I heard you.
Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work. Whether you are tired or you are rested, let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Top of page 157. Together. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we ever stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt. That there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. 158.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה אדוני, ימלוך לעולם ועד. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע עם לפני משה. זה אלי אנו ואמרו, זה אלי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש. נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גואל ישראל. Top of 161 together. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. 162.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. בני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. You're supposed to keep Shabbat and be happy. So that's what we do. That's what we do. And in the music here, there's a little thing that Cantor Bob would call a bird's eye. It's a dot with a little over the top of it, and that means take as long as you wish. So we're following what it says. It doesn't specify. So it's like when I run out of breath or Jory's fingers run out of steam, one of the two. So just so you know, everything we did just there was completely kosher. Absolutely. Sorry, Rabbi.
That's 45 seconds off of my sermon. I appreciate that. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus, really one of our 3 or 4 great paradigms, right? The other one being the giving of the Torah, the other one being the creation of the world. The Exodus, the story of the Exodus, lasted a moment that endures forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. And I picked that because it was written by Heschel. There are a few of his readings in here. And often when I find something that I really like, it turns out he was the author. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips, your mouth will declare your praise. Please rise. 164.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei HaKol v'Zocher Hasdei Avot ve'imachot u'mevii geula livnei v'neihem leman Shemo be'ahava Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai Mechayach hakol atah Rav lechoshia Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem Mechalkel chayim bechesed Mechayech hakol berachamim rabim Somech noflim ve'rofech cholim Umatir asurim Umekayem emunato Lishenei afar Michamocha ba'al gevurot Umidom elach Melech meimit Umechaye Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah lechachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai mechaye ha'akol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh V'kadoshim b'chol yom yachalelucha se'ela Baruch atah Adonai ha'el ha'kadosh.
Please be seated. Page 176. Let's do the second reading. I'm fond of the second reading. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout all the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shemcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. 178. Turn.
You all know this one too. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
Don't stop after beating the swords into plowshares. Don't stop. Go on beating and make musical instruments out of them. Whoever wants to make war again will have to turn them into plowshares first. Oseh shalom bimroma.
עושה שלום שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל אמן. עושה שלום שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. ועל כל ישראל Amen.
May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rivka, Yaakov, Leah and Rachel, may this God bless the captured and the many kidnapped citizens, men, women, and young children, held in painful captivity in Gaza among them, along with all the others who are in captivity and distress. May it be your will, Adonai Tzavaot, God of hosts, to rescue and redeem these souls and return them swiftly to their families and on the land to the land of Israel. As it is written, thus said God, a cry is heard in Ramah, wailing, bitter, weeping, wailing, bitter, weeping. Rachel weeping for her children. She refuses to be comforted for her children who are gone. Thus said God, restrain your voice from weeping, your eyes from shedding tears, for there is a reward for your labor, declares God. They shall return from the enemy's land. So here are just a few names of those being held captive. Sharon Avigdori, Noam Bat Sharon, Alma Avraham, Yafa Adar, Amir Adar, Alon ben Edith, Yosef Chaim Ochana, Liri bat Shira, Yitzchak Elgara, Daphne El Kayim, El Akim, Ella bat Ma'ayan, Idan Alexander, Ophir ben Shem. And with those names, we bring to mind members of our community who are in need of healing. Gloria Mangus, Pamela Mangus, Judy Richmond, Glickle Sarah bat Devora Milka Gittel, Vicki Dix, Colton Wayne Whitaker, John Cruz, Dan Strauss, Darlene DeMason, Linda Stroman, Charlene Beck, Eddie Archibek, Dan Hantman, Tom Stieg, Carrie Bardine, Kenny Hayes, David Barlett, Brian Kinman, Robin Mendez, Dorothy Odson, David Coopersmith, Don Oppenheim, Tim Hayes, Judy Cronenfeld, Max Krohn, Jory Yarmoth, Rabbi Philip Posner, Andrew Finko, Sue Finko. Inside front cover.
מי שברך אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב. מי שברך אמותינו, שרה, רבקה, לאה ורחל. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Bless us with the vision for tomorrow. Help us to reach out to those in pain. May the warmth of friendship ease our sorrow. Give us courage, give us faith, show us the way. Mi sheberach avotenu, mi sheberach imotenu. Hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well.
If I don't remember to say this at the end of the service, I want to thank Morris and Jory for the music today. Morris, we haven't had you on the Beamer for a while, is that right?
I'm back.
Well, good to have you back. Good to have you back. Well, friends, I was going to give what, at least for me, is a classic Devar Torah. I was going to talk about characterizing Abraham, characterizing Moses, and I had some midrashim that I dug up that I wanted to share with you and talk about how Abraham is our father and Moses is our teacher, Abraham Avinu, Moshe Rabbeinu. But just as the service began, I got a text from a friend of mine. From time to time, I mentioned my friend who was the rabbi in Santa Monica. His name is Jeff Marks, and I got a text from him. And it was a video of a march yesterday at UCLA. I'm going to take a step back. I'll get back to that in a second, and you'll see why I'm speaking ad hoc. Today, because I've become kind of addicted to TikTok, because I want to see the little 30, 45-second snippets of the kind of crap that people are passing through there about anti-Israel stuff. I I saw a video of a bunch of high school kids walking down a hallway as if in a march, much like you've seen if you've been paying attention to this with high school students and older students, walking down with Hamas colors going from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. High school kids, 15, 16, 17, 14-year-old kids. I was tempted to attend the march on campus here this week and decided it wasn't good for my kishkas to do so. But you know there was a march this week. I haven't heard any reports about it, but undoubtedly because it's now become a standard trope everywhere, they were shouting, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. And there are at least two things in that, right? One is the simple notion that we, whoever we are, deserve the entirety of Palestine, classical historic Palestine, that Israel has no right to exist. But beneath that is a little bit of old Nazi fascism that says, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. That is, there will be no Jews in Palestine. We're going to make Palestine Judenrein. And add to that, and I've got to tell you, this may be too much of an obsession of mine, but I've been paying as careful attention as I can to what's going on. And I listened to a really scary video yesterday by a guy named, in one of the podcasts I listened to with Mike Doran, who pointed out the conspiratorial, the genuine, conspiracy may not be the right word, but the nature of what's going on. Iran is at the heart of what's going on. If Iran didn't actually give the order or make the plan for what Hamas did on October 7th, they were trained, they were armed, they were financed. If Iran wants to, Hezbollah will let go with all of those rockets they've got up there. They are more an arm of Iran than Hamas is. And then all along, there's been some stuff going on in Syria, stuff going on in Yemen, stuff going on in Iraq. Iraq the other day attacked several Americans. America retaliated against an attack, a minor attack to America. And all across the country, there are these marches. And if you read my note this week, I'm more than flabbergasted about this. It's incredible to me that so much a part of this country, so much a part of this world has exploded into what is essentially anti-Semitism. As a matter of fact, today or yesterday, ADL announced that since this war began, there's been a 350% increase in anti-Semitic incidents in this country. 350% increase in anti-Semitic incidents. Add to this, this is the fifth, and this is not a Muslim thing or a Palestinian thing. Today is the 5th anniversary of Pittsburgh. Today is the 5th anniversary of Pittsburgh. So I'll get back to this thing at UCLA. Among the placards that they were carrying was a placard that read, "We want Jewish genocide. We want Jewish genocide." Now, the chances of that becoming effective in any way whatsoever is irrelevant to the fact that this is what it's come to. This is what it's come to. Muslims are attacking Jews in America around the world. And the violence is low grade, but they're going after Jews. So when they say we don't hate Jews and Judaism, we just hate the Zionists, it's crap. It's crap. In their mind, Jews and Zionists in Israel are all the same. And while this isn't a particularly uplifting message I have to give you this evening, and I'm really worried. I'm worried more about what could happen over there than I am worried about what can happen over here. But I'm worried about what can happen over here. I don't foresee any outbreak in tremendous violence. But this anti-Israel, anti-Semitic stuff is just really worrisome. It's just really worrisome. So if there's any kind of uplift to this at all, I don't know that this is necessarily uplifting. We are being called upon to do whatever we can to be of service to our own Jewish community and to the Jewish community that's fighting the worst war possibly they've fought since 1948. 1973, if you look into it, had its moments, but within 2 weeks, the tide of that war was turning. And then, of course, Israel was victorious. It was It was a more conventional warfare. And once Israel got on its feet from having been surprised by the Syrians and the Egyptians, they won, and they both in the north, the Israeli army got within sight of Damascus, and within, I guess, what would be the southwest, I guess, they got within sight of Cairo, and as you probably remember, had surrounded the entire Egyptian Third Army. It's not clear how this is going to end. It will almost certainly end with an Israeli victory. It will almost certainly end with Israel being victorious over Hamas. Whether Israel is able to completely demolish Hamas or not depends on a number of things. But certainly, and you know, people in the know say this has got to happen. This has got to end. Hamas has got to end, and then Hezbollah has got to end. But that may be another time. But we've got to be as united as a community as we can. We've got to pay attention to what's going on as carefully as we can, and we've got to give from our pockets as deeply as we can. I got an email yesterday from a colleague who I've seen once, maybe twice since 1983, and I'm not sure why he had my email address, but he has some children in Israel, and they're in the middle of collecting money to supply stuff for the army that the army has run out of, vests and other kinds of things of that sort, and was asking for money. So these days, and this is not characteristic of me, anytime anybody reasonable asks me for money, I don't give a lot of money, but I give money because this is in some sense our war. I'm sorry if you don't agree with me. This is our war. Israel is our country, and we need to pay attention, work as hard as we can, do what we can to make sure that this war ends as victoriously as possible, with as little death and destruction as possible, to which I'll add on both sides. I'll add that on both sides, because what's happening in the Gaza Strip is going to take years, in terms of destruction, is going to take years and years to recover from. And while, as Bret Stephens said in an early op-ed in this war, whatever happens in the Gaza Strip falls in the laps of Hamas, not of Israel. It's still a lot of death and destruction that's going to take place. And the sooner this war ends, the sooner Israel is victorious, that's as soon as this destruction is going to end. And then we'll see what the world is like afterwards. Because this is, I will say, this is involving a significant amount of the world. It's not just Israel and Gaza. It's not just Israel and Gaza and Lebanon. It's Israel and a whole bunch of other things, including the United States. So maybe I'll be in a better mood to go give a class of Devar Torah next week. But when I saw this thing, we want Jewish genocide, it's just disgusting. It's disgusting and it's worrisome. And I really felt I had to tell you, even if only to get it off my chest. But I think it's something we need to know. We need to be paying attention to this rising anti-Semitism that's coming before us. So I'm going to pause for a second because I'm going to change the mood. The song that's coming up is a song of peace. And Jory remarked before the service that maybe the song isn't relevant. And I said singing about peace is always relevant. He'd seen the topic of my Devar Torah, but now it's really relevant. So boys, will you pick it up, please? Shabbat Shalom.
Peace is a word of the sea and the wind. Peace is a bird who sings as you smile. Peace is the love of a foe as a friend. Peace is the love you bring to a child. Searching for me, You look everywhere except beside you, searching for you. You look everywhere but not inside you. Peace is a stream from the heart of a man. Peace is a man whose breath is the dawn. Peace is a dawn on a day without end. Peace is the end, like death of the war.
Ark openers, please. Inside back cover. Please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד. אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
No, I'm the board member.
Yes, do the Kaddish first.
Oh.
Page 598. We bring to mind members of our community. Sorry, wrong. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. We are observing the yahrzeit of Jabin Eli Broach, Pat Costantini, Ann Duktovich, Gary Henley, Elsie Cronenfeld, William Lloyd, Bernd Mangus, Bernice Moon, Don Rosenbaum, David Spivak, Adele Stein, Bella Weiss, Ruth Young, Mary Burnson, Dorothea Boxer, Blanche Blau Sklar, William Frank, Dr. I. Lewis Hoffman, Rose Kelber, Jahael Kelber. Zich Ronam Livracha, may their memories all be for a blessing. These as we keep in mind those 1,400 victims of October the 7th as well. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah v'yalama divarach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedecho beit Yisrael v'agala uvizman koriv yimeru Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach v'yolam ul almei almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach V'yit po'ar, v'yit romam, v'yit naseh, v'yit hadar, v'yit aleh, v'yit halal, shemei dekudusha barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, da'amiran v'yalama v'yimeru, amen. Yehei shalom rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yalkol Yisrael v'yimeru, amen. Oseh shalom v'yibromav, Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yal kol yoshvei tevel v'yimeru, amen. And though sometimes it seems like an impossibility, we pray that may the one who creates harmony on high bring harmony down among us, peace down among us Jews, among this entire world, to which we say,
Amen.
Please be seated.
Shabbat Shalom. I'm Jura Yarmoff from the board, and I have a few announcements to make. Rabbi Cohn's B'nai Mitzvah class will continue this coming Wednesday, November 1st at 7 p.m. on Zoom. Participation is open for members only. If you're interested, please contact Rabbi Cohn. Please join us next Friday at 6:30 p.m. for our family Shabbat service led by Rabbi Cohn, Cantor Bob Sirotnik, followed by pizza dinner. On Friday, November 17th, we'll have special guests from Quinn AME Church. They want to show their support for our community, and their choir will sing at our service. It should be a very nice service. Please plan to attend and welcome our guests. And the Oneg tonight is sponsored by Elise Martinez. Thank her for that. Anyone else have any announcements? Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
I'll call Eleh.
It is in the book, actually. It's on page 651 to 652, but the Hebrew part's all on page 61. So this is a Naomi Shemer song. I believe she also wrote Yerushalayim Shel Zahav, which you will all know. My wife Gina suggested this song because it's a nicer kind of folksy song, a very sweet message. It's translated on the bottom of page 651, and onto the other two verses are on the top of page 652. So as I sing the song, you can look at the English words to see what they are about. And it's a very simple melody, so you ought to be able to sing along after you've heard a couple of verses. Certainly the chorus part, where we get to Al Kol Ele, which is the refrain that comes after each verse. Are you up there? Can you hear him out there? Yes? Okay, thank you. Go ahead. Sorry. Sorry, sometimes it's... Slower. Al hadvash ve'al ha'oketz, al hama ve'hamatok,
על ביתנו התינוקת שמור אלי הטוב, על האש המבוערת, על המים הזכים, על זה איש השב הביתה מן המרחקים, על כל אלה, על כל אלה, שמור עלי אלי הטוב, על הדבש ועל העוקץ, על המר והמתוק, על נטע קור נטוע, אל תשכח את התקווה, השיבני ואשובה אל הארץ הטובה. שמור אלי הזה הבית, על הגן, על החומה, מיגון, מפחד פצע וממלחמה. שמור המעט שיש לי, על האור ועל הטף, על הפרי שלא הבשיל עוד ושנאסף, על כל אלה, על כל אלה, שמור נא לי אלי הטוב, על הדבש ועל העוקץ, על המר והמתוק, על נטע קור נטוע, אל תשכח את התקווה, השיבני ואשובה אל הארץ הטובה. מרשרש אילן ברוח, מרחוק נושר כוכב, משאלות ליבי חושך נלחמות עכשיו. אנא שמור לי על כל אלה, ועל אח ובנפשי, האשקת על הבכי ועל זה השיר. על כל אלה, על כל אלה, sing along. שמור נא לי אלי הטוב, על הדבש ועל העוקץ, על המר והמתוק, על נטע קור נטוע, אל תשכח את התקווה, השיבני ואשובה אל הארץ הטובה.
כל הנשמה
הללויה, הללויה. כל הנשמה תהלליה, הללויה. כל הנשמה תהלליה, hallelujah.
So as always, find a friend, a neighbor, somebody you like, somebody you really like, somebody you want to like. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon kikilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom tehila lamikra kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha b'ahava uvratzon kinkaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz, we give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom, everyone.